Hey, good morning. This is Flylady Premier Mentor Emma here. I'm going to talk today about Zone 2, the kitchen, which is the zone that we are in this week. The kitchen, Zone 2, is the first full week of the month. So if we consider our week starts on a Sunday and runs through to the Saturday, it's the first full week that fits in that Sunday-Saturday gap. So that's where it kind of starts. So here we are in the kitchen. Well, I'm not in the kitchen, but we are in the kitchen for our zone. And so what do we do? Well, to start off with, if you're not decluttered yet, if you are just fluttering your wings, if you've just started, then this is your opportunity to do some decluttering in the kitchen. So set your alarm, your timer for 15 minutes and start in the kitchen with whatever it is you need to get done. So wherever you want to start, whether that's with the plastics cupboard where you keep all your plastic containers, you know, the Tupperware that has bottoms but no lids, or lids but no bottoms, and it's a bit scary if you open the door and it all falls out at you. Let maybe start there, or start in the pantry with some of the out-of-date canned food or packets that, you know, get hidden at the back. So wherever you want to start, or if you've got a broken coffee maker that you know you want to get rid of, that's a great big win, because that clears up real estate on the countertops. So wherever you feel you want to start in the kitchen, that's the place. There's no wrong or right place to start with decluttering. Just whatever's doing. Sometimes when I'm mentoring ladies, one of the things that I suggest is that they think of the first spot that comes to mind, because generally in every room there's a spot that bothers us most. So start with that. If that's the pile of junk mail on the side, deal with that. It's whatever is right for you. Okay. And then every day that you're in the kitchen zone, you declutter for 15 minutes. And you find if you do that every day, you'll make quite a big dent in your decluttering. Once you are decluttered, once you've done that, and that might not just take the 1 week, you might need to go on into sort of several of the next months as it comes up again, that you finish off decluttering in there, depending on how much clutter you have in your kitchen. That's kind of, again, there's no right or wrong with that. It takes as long as it takes. But once you're happy and comfortable that you are decluttered, then it's time to move on to detail cleaning and the daily missions. So over the coming weeks, starting from the beginning of Zone 3, Monday of Zone 3, I am going to start to post up the missions with sort of me doing them and talking while I'm at it, and they will appear on here as normal. They might be live, they might not be. It depends on kind of how awkward the mission is to video. So we'll see how that works. But I'll just give you a run through of some of the detail cleaning things that you do once you're decluttered. And don't think, oh my goodness, I've got to do this as well as declutter. That's not how it works. The decluttering is the paramount thing to focus on. If you haven't cleaned up a cobweb or something like that for 6 months, actually, you know what, another month or two isn't going to kill while you're getting decluttered. Don't focus on things that haven't been a problem so far. So refrigeration, clean that out thoroughly. I try every week on a Wednesday to deal with any science projects that are in my refrigerator, but when we're in the zone, I try and take everything out and wipe it out and kind of disinfect it and just deal with anything that kind of might have got spilt that I've missed and things like that. We clean the microwave inside now. I have a steaming mama who's just hilarious. She put a bit of vinegar and water in there and stick her in there, and she steams and loosens everything off. She's fabulous. I love her. And so she does that for me. Clean your stove and your oven. I mean, we all hate cleaning our oven. I know I do, and it's something that I put off, and I don't do it every time we're in the kitchen zone. And I know that if I did, it would be a lot easier. I'm looking at it now. Last time I did it was January, and it's looking pretty gross again. So I need to deal with that. well, this month, today or tomorrow, really, ideally. Wash any canisters, any knickknacks you've got. I try not to keep too many knickknacks in my kitchen because actually I don't want to have to clean them, but I do have canisters that I wipe down and things like that. Straighten the drawers and cupboards. I try and declutter in one cupboard every time I'm in the zone. So like the plastics cupboard, well, it often needs more than just once every few months, but I will deal with that. Other cupboards where we maybe keep tins or things like that, I'll take everything out, wipe that down and put it back in, check the dates on things, wipe fingerprints off of the walls, wash the inside of the windows, clean any fans, vents, your hood filters and things like that. Wipe down all your cabinet fronts, a few at a time. Don't do that. Think I'm going to go in there and spend 2 hours cleaning this kitchen until it sparkles. Set a timer for 15 minutes and do what you can. Clean your lights. So sometimes they get a bit gross, and anything sort of, if you can wipe down your light bulbs, but make sure you don't do that with a wet cloth and make sure they're turned off. Clean under the sink, throw away the old rags and things like that. And of course, give those pet dishes an extra special scrub. That's the kind of detailed kitchen list. Obviously, there might be things in your kitchen that are slightly different that you want to deal with. So that's fine to go ahead and do that as well. Add that in. And then we have missions. That can be found on the Flylady website. I will put links down in the description for all of these things so that you've got them there. You can just link straight to them. So we have missions for Monday through Friday, and they're anything from things like cleaning out your toaster, opening up and dumping the crumbs, and wiping down your coffee maker, dealing with the blades on the electric can openers. And I always know that the blades on my electric can opener need doing when they stop cutting properly, and it's I always think, oh, I haven't done that for a while. Wipe out, wiping down like the outsides of things like the microwave and small kitchen appliances, just sort of wipe any fingerprints off of them and things like that. Another one of the missions is to make sure that you've dealt with any dirty dishes that are just kind of there, and yeah, maybe fill the dishwasher up to an extra load to get rid of anything that's been hanging around. So that's the kind of thing. You can find them. I won't go through them all because you don't want a huge list of missions that you can get done in the kitchen. The links are right there for you for whatever you need. It's great to do this because your house sort of starts to turn into an always peaceful feeling clean home. It's not perfect. My house is far from perfect. I would be the first person to tell you that. But it is always kind of never more than 15 minutes from company ready. At the moment, because of the wet weather we had some snow, and now we've got some really wet weather. My floors could really do with a mop. They sort of only mopped them yesterday, but there are little paw prints and things where the dogs have come in and out, so they could do with mopping again, and I will get to that today. But it's not, I wouldn't be ashamed to have anybody come in, and that's what flying's about. It's what these missions are about, and that detailed cleaning is about just doing something every day to make sure your home stays peaceful and a place that you can relax in. So we drive the chaos out so that we can have other people over, but actually it's for us because we deserve it, because we're special too. So that's me done for today. That's the kitchen zone. I'll be back tomorrow with another video, and from Monday I will be starting with the missions in zone 3 and working my way through the best I can for the next few weeks until we've done all of the zones. So that's going to be a fun thing. I hope you'll join me. Okay, you'll have a great Thursday, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.